What is going on? Welcome to Behind the Box BTB Podcast Live. I am your host, Mick Manhattan, and I, of course, am joined by my co-host, Mr. Len Miller.
How do you do?
Need to call you Mr. Christmas.
Yes, my ugly pug sweater on for today.
Your ugly Christmas sweater. Yes. But it is a beautiful sweater. I will say that. We have many pug fans out there in the world, and we're very fortunate to have them joining us. I want to get serious for a second, if I can, everybody. One of our hosts on the Scene Snobs channel, John Maraska, he hosts the Guapo Show. His mother is unfortunately very ill due to COVID, and she's in the hospital. And I ask that everybody watching or listening, please let's send all the good energy, positive vibes, prayers, everything in between, for, her to, recover fully. John, we are with you. You're a great guy, great addition to the show and the Scene Snobs family. So, and of course, we've got your back, whatever you need. So our hearts go out to you and your family at this time.
Absolutely.
So I want to bring on another host of ours who I was surprised to see show up today, especially after what he did to me.
What do you mean?
Oh, I'm going to get into it with him.
Oh, okay. Well, little dangling a little spoiler out there, Okay.
Yeah, and let's bring him on the show now. Gerard, a bone to pick with you, sir. How dare you send me such a wonderful Christmas gift out of the blue, you beautiful bastard. Uh-oh, he's muted.
It wasn't out of the blue.
Well,
not at all. I think what had happened was there was this time of month called Christmas, and it just happened to arrive around that time frame.
Well, that's true, and it was a beautiful. He sent me the Cinephile card game.
Nice.
It's a lot of fun, and we're going to play a version of it tonight that Lenny knows very well from high school, and we're going to get into that a little bit later. And we're going to ask all of our watchers and listeners to play the game with us as well. So, but we'll get to that. Chris, thank you for joining in tonight, man. We appreciate that. Brian, yes, we're right there with you. Best wishes to Guapo and his mother, of course. So it's our Christmas episode, guys.
Yeah,
it's a pretty big day. I would say.
Doesn't feel like. I mean, I don't know. Conversating with people. Really, the conversation the last couple of days has been, "Are you ready for the holidays?" And my response to them is, for as 2020 has been, and for COVID, it's like, I think I'm as ready as I'm gonna be. I wish there was a little bit more, but I can get into that later. But I ask you guys, are you guys ready for the holidays?
So I have to throw this one in because today is my son's birthday.
Hey,
birthday. And my clone turned 6 years old today. And I do not know where time went. So am I ready for the holidays? If I was ready for his birthday, I think we're ready for the rest of the holidays. We have to do them all together because everything just runs so much faster when you have almost 3 holidays back to back.
Yeah, it's been pretty hectic. I will tell you this, I tried my best to be as ready for Christmas as possible. I still have some stuff to wrap. But other than that, I think we're good. We got all the gifts. They're all in. Picked up what I need to pick up, and everything got delivered that needed to be delivered. And we got the dinner. I made sure I got our dinner on Monday.
Nice. Smart.
Way ahead of, I was the first person there at the Honey Baked Ham store.
Nice.
We are
8 a.m. on that Monday. I ordered dinner 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I in the fridge, just chilling.
Yeah. I picked it up Monday. It's in the fridge, ready to go. I asked them, I was like, "Is this enough time?" They're like, "Yeah, it's fine." I got some sides. We're making some sides for it. We have a nice dinner, nice layout. It's just us, but I'm happy about that. It's going to be a cozy family Christmas this year.
It's all you need. It's all you need.
Well, it's one of the things that we were talking about, Len, you threw out a lot of great topics for tonight.
Yeah, I don't want to say they're great, but we'll find out. So.
Well, I want to talk about Christmas essentials. What are essential things that you need to have done for Christmas to feel like Christmas in your home?
Okay, well, I don't know. Let me think about this one here. John, you go first, though. So,
things that need to make it feel like Christmas. Number one, the tree has to be up. Up, decorated, however it has to come. The tree has to be up first and foremost, and we don't put the tree up until after Thanksgiving. So that's first and foremost. But after that, it's once the tree is up, I'm pretty much in full Christmas spirit. Everything else is decoration for everybody else.
Nice.
I like it.
What
about is it a real tree or a fake tree?
So unfortunately, I cannot get the real tree past the message.
Don't worry about that. Don't feel unfortunate because I fully support the fake tree stuff. There's I'm gonna get into this. There's too much. Oh, you need to have the real tree versus fake tree. No. I
want a real tree, but I'm okay with a fake tree also.
Yeah. Don't be ashamed, man.
But I want the real tree just for the whole house to smell like pine salt for no reason.
Okay, so you go to like a Yankee Candle, and they got these little like sticks. They're probably the size of not smaller than a crayon, and you just hang them around your tree. And guess what? It gives us a beautiful pine scent. That's all you need, and it smells just like the real thing.
I like this. Brian says I do a bunch of apps all day instead of a sit down dinner.
I like that.
We do. I have to have ham on Christmas.
Honey baked ham, though, from the Honey Baked Ham store. That's been our new tradition. And then with the leftovers, you make the ham and macaroni and cheese after the next day or two. So
and you got ham sandwiches for the rest of the week. Man.
Yeah, you put some of that Polish spicy mustard with it there with the clear the blue labeling. I don't know. It's probably be at your food stores. Amazing mustard. That's what I'm saying. You put that with that, delicious.
Yeah, that good spicy brown.
Yeah.
So I will say this, going back to the tree, I have had a fake tree for years. I don't have to clean up after it. It just folds right up. I pop it right in, but it looks real. I'm good to go. I am all for, we grew up with a real tree.
Mm-hmm.
But having been a firefighter in the past and knowing I was just like, that's too dangerous in my mind. So go with the fake tree. This is the first year though. I grew up with it and I've always had colored lights, the color green. Yeah, I really want to wear a weird one.
No. Not judging.
Colorful lights like the blue, green, red, yellow, light strands. But this year, we went with the white lights all around.
Okay.
And I think it looks better. We wrapped them inside the tree.
Kelly and I have a compromise where our tree is a little more modernized. So you hit the button once, it has the clear lights. You hit it again, it has the color lights. A couple other sequences down the line as you hit it. But compromise. Outside the house, I can have color lights, decorations, the whole shebang. Inside, Christmas tree has to be white lights. That's our compromise. So
I like the look.
Yeah, it is a nice look.
What were you saying, Drew?
So this year we did go for a white tree with white lights and gold trim.
That must be nice. Nice.
So it's a white and gold tree this year. So I'm pretty happy with how it looks.
Okay.
I like that. You guys put up pictures, man. I want to see it. I don't think I could ever pull the cord on not pull the cord, but like pull the trigger on getting a white tree. Because I remember always seeing them in the movies back in the 80s. Like, was it Goodfellas had one?
Had one at one point, didn't they? I want to say Riggs had one.
Oh, he might have.
See, there you go. What? Yeah, what do you call it? It's gonna like it's a movie right there, Mike.
Hey man, it's a Christmas movie. If Die Hard's a Christmas movie, which it absolutely is, so is Lethal Weapon.
So real quick, I want to throw this one out because Barack Obama said that Lethal Weapon was not a holiday movie, and I want to vehemently turn him down on this one. Lethal Weapon, Die Hard are absolutely Christmas movies.
Yep.
Fight me on it.
No, there's gonna be no fighting here on my end, at least. Fully agree.
Now they're Christmas movies you can watch all year round. That's for sure.
Yes.
But and you can't say that about every Christmas movie, but that's just because the action is amazing.
But I have to say though that the best kind of going off the rails here, but the best horror movie though, Christmas movie though, I think has to be Gremlins.
Really?
Yeah, I'm going Gremlins.
Interesting.
It is set during the Christmas season, and she even says the one line of Christmas for people, instead of opening presents, they're opening up their wrist. I mean, it's how graphic of a line can you have for a kid's Christmas movie? So it's it's definitely more adult horror themed, I would say, but it's definitely Christmas.
So the funny thing, it's funny that you mentioned that, because for this entire Christmas season, I've watched nothing but horror Christmas movies with my daughter.
And you love that Bill Goldberg's Santa Claus one there, dude.
I haven't gotten her to that one yet. I want to go back and rewatch Santa Sleigh. It's absolutely amazing.
Oh, yeah. Geez. I remember when that came out. That was in the video store. That was a Hollywood Video. And was Bill Goldberg playing Santa in a movie?
Yeah. But you know what? I was sold. I love that opening sequence where I felt like the director must have had IOUs or had so many friends that he called it a favor for. That dinner scene where it's Fran Drescher, James Caan, Catan, a couple other people, and you're like, how did they all get together for this Santa sleigh movie? And it's only cameos because, spoiler alert, they all die, but it's it's a great sequence. It's funny, but you got to know he cashed in some sort of card or something there. So
yeah, or he made some very strong friendships.
Yes.
I will say, Chris says, when my wife watches Hallmark Xmas movies around the clock, TV isn't allowed to be changed. Ooh. I couldn't handle that.
I you know what? And I feel for Chris on this one, definitely, because to me, Kelly will have it on too. Don't get me wrong, but the movies are exactly the same plot over and over. It's just done differently, a different cast. That's all it is. It's the same recycled plot. It's how many times can you watch it? I apologize. Hold on, I got a cough.
No, do your thing. I'm going to add Madman on. He's here now.
Hey, everybody.
Oh, hey,
the show.
The big city girl has to go back to her small hometown to find the guy that she passed over with the husband who treats her like crap, who then realizes that she's a heart of gold.
And never forget the quirky townie.
No. Or guys.
No, the quirky townie is the guy she passed over.
No, guys, you have this plot. You have what used to be the high school rebel coming back to the town, and he meets up with his old high school friend that he could never hook up with, but he wanted to. And his brother is a priest too. So the town priest. So it's all trying to formulate the story together with that. Mike knows his story there, right, Mike? Because you actually wrote this one.
Oh, shut up.
Zing.
Jeff says, I do Chinese food because Jewish. Well, happy Hanukkah,
Happy Hanukkah, Jeff.
Happy Hanukkah, Jeff.
And it does not matter because I'm probably doing Chinese food too. So I love it.
We're going to give you a Christmas present right now and say, watch Crossing the Streams with Jeff Dwoskin. It's going to be on at 9:30 p.m. tonight live. It is a great show. So after this, make sure you are checking that out and commenting along because it's so much fun. And it's on every Wednesday at 9:30 p.m. Here on the Scene Stomps channel. So, but happy Hanukkah, Merry Christmas, and Happy New Year to you, sir.
That's why I like saying Happy Holidays. It's shorter, one sentence. Happy Holidays. We cover all three holidays even more. So,
when people try to pull that, it's the whole war on Christmas and why holidays is supposed to be Christmas time. There's a lot going on in December, and if you're going to be that rude, that's just you're being a jerk. That's all it comes down to.
I look at it as you say Merry Christmas. It's it's whatever. It's I've gotten past that, acceptance and understanding and opening up your eyes there. That's how it is. You just got so many holidays. You just enjoy it, have fun with it.
Yep, exactly.
Take the best of everything and you roll with it, especially with 2020. So
bingo.
Brian's got a good point. I want to ask you guys this. So Christmas Eve is the big Italian fish dinner, which in Jersey is a big thing.
Yeah.
And that's why they do light the next day. We don't. We still have a good big dinner. Well, not a big dinner, but we have a good sized dinner just for the family on Christmas Day. But normal years that aren't 2020, we do go to a big Christmas party on Christmas Eve. Now, Lenny, I know you do as well. You have been for years. Is that going on this year or no?
Unfortunately, not. We are going to do a family Zoom session with probably 12 different sets of family members, so it should be fun. But still, again, like I was saying before, it's just not the same. And I think that's the hardest thing for me to accept this year, is just being thrusted into a new norm and not seeing the family, and that's the part that kills me. When I saw my aunt today, she's actually stopped by for 2 minutes, not 2 minutes, but but she's out on the steps, and I felt bad that I'm like, how you doing? It's
you drove all the way
up. Dropping off presents for Ethan, my son, and it's it just still, it just didn't feel right, But yeah, no, great time, and unfortunately, we'll not be having that. So,
Gerard, how about you? What do you guys do? Do you guys do a big party every year? You normally, or
so typically, because the last 10 years of my life have been so kid focused. Usually we spend Christmas at home, and then me and my wife will either alternate between a big Christmas party out with friends or a church lock-in.
Nice. That's pretty interesting.
Cool. For New Year's.
Oh, sweet.
Oh, on New Year's. So okay.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. How about you, Case? What do you do? What's your normal
I mean, normal has been kind of up and down for the last couple of years, but usually on Christmas Eve, I get River, my daughter, and we have traditional spaghetti meatballs. Was something that my grandma started eons ago. So that's kind of our little thing, and it's just quick and dirty, nice and grub out real quick, open all our presents, and then it's just cleaning and usually watching a bunch of Christmas movies. Usually The Grinch, actually. That kind of wins out on Christmas Eve.
Okay.
Very nice. Well, Mike Courtney says Merry Christmas Eve Eves. Merry Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas Eve and Merry Christmas. So we're going down we're going to ride the gauntlet the entire year. Exactly. You feel my pain.
We do, Chris.
Of course, we should be checking out great shows, and that's what it is. Crossing the Streams, 9:30.
Crossing the Streams, one of the best. See if they'll convince you to watch their shows.
So I wonder, I've been starting this thing now, when I do shows where I'll just do this.
I'm noticing it's like some weird Brady Bunch thing. Are you just
I don't know if people putting it around here?
I don't know if it's OCD or not, but I'm having too much fun with it. I was having an interview the other day, and the filmmaker I was interviewing, Dan Ast, he was talking about The Prestige as one of his favorite movies, and he was talking about why. And I just real quick, when he looked away, flipped our screens. And I was like, yes.
And I could just see you just smiling there like, did he notice?
The best reaction is when you do something and then you pretend like it didn't happen. I never did that.
Yeah. Well, he'll start randomly, Mike will start changing your names during the show, and other randomly popping up. So that's pretty good too sometimes.
I haven't gotten there yet, but I will. Don't worry. And it will be fun. And thank you for reminding me about that, Len, because that's going to happen tonight.
Yeah.
So, there's somebody else here who has been asking to be invited in, and now, I'm not sure if I should or not, though. Should we invite some random people in for Christmas?
Let's do it.
Sure, we can't hurt.
Is everybody in for this? Does everybody want to do some random? All right, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start throwing some stuff up, but I want to hear more about Christmas time. I want to hear more about.
Well, I have a question for all you gents after this, but let's go
for it.
Question first. No, let's get the next person in. So it's more the merrier.
Listen, it's gonna take me some time. Get the.
Okay. All right. So on social media, my friend Jordan got destroyed by people. I came to his defense because about 3 weeks ago, he fully admitted and he came out that he has never seen the movie Elf. And
that son of a bitch.
People were destroying him. I came to his defense to be like, I don't feel that it's an essential movie for Christmas you need to see. You know, I mean, it's a funny movie. It's one of Will Ferrell's earlier work, so I do enjoy that. But I don't feel that it's on it. If you said, Lenny, you only had 5 Christmas movies to watch this season and that's it, and I didn't watch Elf, I wouldn't feel like that is on the list of essential movies, though, that you have to watch.
Len, my man, I completely agree. It is absolutely not one of those that is essential. It is one that it's earned its way as a holiday classic. Sure, during the month of December, will I watch it? Absolutely. Yeah. But it's not. It hasn't been around long enough. And plus, Will Ferrell, he's kind of an acquired taste to a lot of people. Yeah. So you can't really, if it's not something that's universal like claymation. If you weren't raised with it, you know, why in the world why would people get so nasty and aggressive about it? Not to mention, it's a Christmas movie, which is supposed to be the time for loving, caring, being kind, and yet they want to flip the script and just be jackasses. What's the point there? That's the least Christmas thing you could. That's the least elf-like behavior you could have.
Jeff says, watched Elf last night. It's essential. It's the best Christmas movie ever. I don't agree with him at all.
But Jeff, that's exactly what my friend Jordan was dealing with on social media when he proclaimed this. So
I need your backup on this one because I've never watched it all the way through.
That's fine.
Oh my God.
That's fine. No, see, and that's fine because
it's not
he's right. It's because it's Will Ferrell with an acquired taste.
Yes.
Okay. See,
Absolutely.
It's his earlier work. If you enjoy his Saturday Night Live earlier,
all right, I'm stopping you right there. Jeff Dwoskin says this is clearly an anti-elf show.
Whoa, no one is anti anything, man. That's the whole point of Christmas, Jeff, or Hanukkah, I believe.
All right, I'm going to put you in the solo layout. Just me, Jeff, talking to you straight up right here.
Nice.
Just me. That's it. You can hear them, but it's just me talking to you. This is certainly not an anti-elf show, an anti-elf channel. I have watched that movie 4 times in December already, and I am not done yet. I am certainly going back to watch more. And welcome, Brian, to the show.
Brian.
Hey, Merry Christmas, Brian.
Nice virtually meeting you all. Very nice. You know, I'm not the film guy, but thank you for letting me crash the party.
Absolutely.
Well, hey man, when you look that good, Brian, we're happy to have you.
Jeff is 100% true. We are a bunch of cotton-headed ninny muggins.
Wow, how much have you been drinking to say I'm looking good? That's all I'm going to say.
Hey man, I've been chugging maple syrup just like a real elf all day. Getting all fired up.
That's a good list.
Facebook user.
This whole party started out right there. Die Hard, White Christmas, Elf, Scrooge, Rudolph and Frosty and Christmas Story.
Yep.
Essential
Facebook
stuff.
user crushed it.
Facebook user, those are the most essential, I'll say.
I totally forgot about Rudolph and Frosty. Those are like those
special.
80s? Those are like 60s.
Like if we have to talk about essentials, those are essentials
for
every year.
They're not the movies though. I break it down that you have specials and then you have the Christmas movies. Charlie Brown and the Christmas Story do not fall in the same category.
No.
Really?
I disagree. I disagree because anything that has to do with any sort of media that's in Christmas time, special or not, if it has to do with Christmas, hold on, I just saw my name. If it's about Christmas, you go.
I don't know how to do it. Yes, I'm totally testing things out right now.
You gotta just go ahead, man, and just watch all the Christmas movies, specials, anything.
It's about time somebody said something. I changed all our names to the Beatles.
Yeah, I love Brian best over here.
I wasn't going to say anything.
And of course, this guy's the leader.
I'm Wings, baby, all the way. And you can thank Lenny for that. You can thank Lenny for my Wings.
For reminding you, right? Exactly. So.
Well, I talked about this last night. Simply having a wonderful Christmas time was one of my most hated songs, and you know that. And now I can't go without listening to it every year.
But what?
I have to.
But see,
So now,
are we talking the McCarthy version, or are we talking somebody else's rendition?
100% McCartney.
Mm-hmm.
There is no other version. Just like last Christmas, I only go with George Michael's.
So you guys will love this. So my wife's father, he unfortunately passed about 3 years ago, but he had a whole thing in his bay window where he had the leg lamp, the Red Rider.
Nice.
That was his whole Christmas display in his bay window. That was like his pride and joy. And her mother, to this day, still does it. So, it's kind of a remembrance.
That's awesome.
That's awesome.
I love that.
That's awesome.
I do love that. You started off with you're going to love this, and then it kind of got dark. But I'm going to say this now. You finished it.
But it's a good sentimental thing, though. So
how can we call anything dark when we all here consider Die Hard a great classic Christmas movie? I mean, Brian was very uplifting there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a good story, and that's the
hope and joy of enjoying the movie. Like, there's hope and joy. There's laughter.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
There's family
coming together.
There's family reuniting. There's the Hallmark piece of it. Yeah, it's all there.
So Elf is an instant classic. We can all agree on that. Maybe not some of us, but Elf is great. Watch Elf.
I just don't think anyone. I don't think anyone should get burned for not liking Elf. That's my whole thing. I mean,
you should be burnt. I think we should bring back witch trials. Just for people who don't like Elf. But I will say this: what do you guys feel about Christmas Vacation?
One of the best.
I love Christmas Vacation.
No, it's a great Christmas movie. I love it. It's definitely up there.
Top 3.
You have to watch it.
Very quiet during that. Do we need to do we need to make you watch it?
Who's saying that? Oh, Chris? I totally back up Chris on this.
And then, he forgot Love It. Facebook user, you did forget Love Actually. I watched that. My first viewing.
So good. So good. One of the tops. Are you kidding me? That beautiful moment. Oh, when Hugh Grant and his lovely lady are smooching at the Christmas show with the kids. Come on. It warms the heart.
Come on.
I will say Jeff is 100% right. Elf is Christmas. If you hate Elf, then you hate Christmas. Clear.
Jeff, clarity. I myself do not hate Elf. I just personally feel that Elf is not a Christmas essential movie. But will I watch it anyway? Yes, I'll watch it. I mean, I like it, but I'm not going to cry if I can't watch it for one season. That's all. So. Oh, Hugh Grant dancing. Oh, geez, Louise.
Come on, to the Pointer Sisters, bro. It's great.
Love Actually is Love Actually is. Casey and I were talking about yesterday. There's hokey Christmas movies. Okay, I think back in the day we were like just kind of go over it again. The hokey Christmas movies, they were hokey because that's just kind of how people were back then. I think. Like we were talking about White Christmas, stuff like that. And then since then, Christmas movies have just kind of had to be hokey. They film them almost with like a hokiness and wholesomeness that only survives in Christmas movies.
That's only the Hallmark Channel. Come on.
Yeah.
My world, baby, my world.
That's the hokey that we're not sure even actually works. I will say, but like Love Actually is a super hokey movie.
Mm-hmm.
But it's done better than like a Hallmark movie where like that's super hokey but just bad. This is super hokey, but it's just like it still warms your heart. But there's also a creepiness to it.
No, there's no creepiness. I mean, there's some sadness, and there may or may not be an awkward scene where a dude's best man shows up at the house and tells his wife that he thinks she's perfect. But don't worry about that.
Videotaping her for like ages and put like together this creepy like collage.
He was the wedding. He was doing the wedding. It was his best friend. He was, helping out.
I would ask for a refund. I'm sorry, but if I had like filming my wedding and all he did was just focus on my wife but didn't focus on anybody else, I would say, first off, am I mad? No, I want a refund first.
Well, Well, no, that's the whole thing. He's an artist. It wasn't for money or anything. He wasn't hired to do it. He just, took an interest. That's all.
Wait, I shouldn't randomly film women. I shouldn't do that. Is that what you're saying?
No.
Note to self.
Is that good? I don't know who Facebook user is tonight because Gerard's on, but
I'm so confused. It's so like
the best part is like there can be multiple Facebook users, so it can be multiple people talking about it under the Facebook user guy.
But it's always one.
We love Facebook users.
In our hearts, it's always one.
Always one. It's our Florida man. The Scene Snaps has a Florida man in its Facebook user.
Guy in the green suit.
Uncle Billy Xmas.
Hey.
What's up, Scott? Oh man, I didn't know Scott was online. Maybe I'll send him a link too. I sent one to Alex. Hopefully we can get him.
We have like everybody on tonight. They must be like Christmas rapping or doing something.
You got me.
I love it.
I want a Christmas party now.
I know. I love it. It's just like, I feel like we should send links out to them and just get like Chris and, Scott and, Jeff and get them all on,
Get together all the best friends.
Yeah.
I love it. You're still on the Beatles there, man.
You are. Look at their names. Come on.
I love that you were the only one that picked up on it or at least said anything about it.
Well, I've got to. You gave me the voice.
I did. I made you Ringo. Sorry. You were the last one on. But you weren't the last one on. Brian was the last one on.
It's okay. It's okay because Octopus's Garden is the best song from the Beatles, so we're good.
It was me. Oh yeah! Alex is here.
Hello, gentlemen.
Alex, what's going on, buddy?
How you guys doing? I had a few minutes. I wanted to jump on and say hi.
Happy
holidays.
So hi. We decided to turn this into a Christmas party.
Oh yeah, guys. What's up, guys?
What's going on? Hey.
I don't know which Beatle to give you. So I'm going to leave you as Alex the Beatle.
Yoko Ono.
Changing your name.
Now we got to figure out who was the manager. Who was the manager too? Because if we're going to add more, we got to have all the Beatles.
Yeah.
I don't even. How do I spell Yoko?
What's it? What? Y-O-K-O?
Maybe
don't make me Yoko.
Pete Best.
Yoko. I got.
Everybody goes down the line.
Otherwise, I'm going to break up the band, guys.
You got Yoko.
When you leave, so you can leave.
There's also Linda McCartney.
All right, so I want to give a plug to Alex. Alex does the Today in Space podcast. If you're not listening to it, you are that much dumber.
It's really good. Really good.
Appreciate it, guys. I
learned so much from his podcast. I went out and I actually looked at the stars the other day trying to find those two damn planets because of your podcast. You reminded me, sir.
Good. I'm glad. Did you catch them?
I did not.
Oh, well, neither did I.
Yeah.
But I did, and I went out and I looked up.
That's it. You just got to keep doing it.
Mm-hmm.
I love the professional sound studio you have there with the phone and that. I thought my little background looked good, and then I see yours, and I'm like, geez, I gotta step my game up.
Yeah,
smoke and mirrors, guys. Smoke and mirrors. That's all.
and those sweet, sweet dulcet tones, sir. Don't sell yourself short.
Dude, I'm so glad you popped on, man. But everybody should be watching your show.
I appreciate it. Today in Space Pod, Spotify, Apple Podcast, YouTube. We just hit 200 subscribers on YouTube, so that's pretty cool. So yeah, go on our little corner of the internet here.
That's awesome.
Wait, 200
SpaceX coverage is great.
Episode?
No
subscribers for
on the channel itself. Yeah.
Oh, I have 200 that listen to my 20 episodes. So you are much better than me, my friend.
Hey, remember, it's not a competition, guys. It's not a competition.
That's true. It's not a competition.
It is definitely not a competition because if it was, Alex.
Because I'd be losing. I'd be losing by leaps and bounds. I can't even get these 5 people to watch me on my podcast. So
I watch you every week.
Oh, friends watching your podcast? It'll never happen. It'll just be other people that you find on the internet, and you're like,
that's what I try to tell him. That's what I tried to tell Brian when he started. He was like, I have these friends who are asking where it is, and I'm like, I don't want your friends. I want people who like your show. That's what I want. Your friends are great.
Yeah.
But I'm not focused on your friends.
Now, I jumped on. I wanted to say real quick, Die Hard, Christmas movie. I agree, but many people don't. I will. I've been shut down many times.
Well,
and they all sit on the throne of lies.
They were wrong then, Alex. They were wrong. So that's all you gotta tell them.
Lethal Weapon is not. Die Hard is. Lethal Weapon
that's a good one.
I've already proven Lethal Weapon is.
Lies.
I love it.
It's totally Lethal Weapon, 100% Christmas movie.
All right, here you go. I'm ready to prove it to you. It's a Wonderful Life, one of the best.
We cracked the knuckles.
Yeah, that was good.
Scott, I sent you a link, so I don't know where you are, sir.
Yeah.
Here we go. It's a Wonderful Life, one of the greatest Christmas movies of all time, takes place 10% during Christmas time. It's about a suicidal man who teams up with a good man to learn the value of friends and family.
Whoa, am I having deja vu from last night's show?
You are.
I didn't talk about this.
I saw a post on Facebook about this too. You're really
I'm trying to avoid stuff that we did not talk about last night. It's kind of hard. So
I got a lot of people who agreed with this, so I need to do it. And then, so Lethal Weapon takes place 100% during Christmas, and it's about a suicidal man who teams up with a good man to learn about the value of friends and family.
100% during Christmas?
The whole movie.
Yes, 100%. They have a fight in a Christmas tree forest, Christmas tree sale.
Okay.
I mean, the whole movie takes place over 3 weeks? Tops? Not even?
Not even.
No, 3 days.
Oh, there you go. Sorry, 3 days.
And that takes place, and it ends right on Christmas Day. So I will tell you this: It's a Wonderful Life. Only 10% of that movie takes place on Christmas,
and it's 10% awful. So cool.
All right. Slow down. I love that movie.
Easy there, Ringo.
Boy, it's no good.
We got Yoko already breaking up the band. We got Chris saying, funniest Beatles thing ever. Reporter is Ringo the best drummer in the world. No. Lennon, Ringo is the best drummer in the Beatles.
Isn't. Yeah.
Isn't.
Scott says, well, those people are wrong. Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Ho, 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 mother effers.
Yeah.
I agree.
Yippee-ki-yay.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to figure out how Die Hard is a Christmas movie. But I am sticking with the family coming together angle. In every Christmas movie, that is a big deal.
I mean, there's snow, if you count cocaine as snow.
Did the family come together and Die Hard? I mean, maybe for a movie.
No, at the end. Yeah. But
you also have to remember that the reporters went to the mom's house to interview them while they were having a Christmas party.
It's true.
That's when they attacked the building, was for a Christmas party.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. On Christmas. I mean, I don't know what's going on in this movie, but I'm going to figure it out. It's a Christmas movie.
Well, good luck. I'm going to watch one of my favorites, Elf. I'm actually going to head off. So I've been looking forward to it for weeks. So I hope you guys have a good rest of the show. Happy holidays.
Be well. Happy holidays, Alex.
See you guys. Remember, look up at the stars, even if it's clear, hopefully.
And everybody watch the Today in Space podcast.
See you guys.
Yeah.
It was so much fun to have him on. Alex is a great guy, and his show is fantastic, so everybody should check it out. I want to get to another topic because we're going to keep fighting about this all day. We had a good one. Lenny gave me all of them tonight, and it was really good.
I tried.
What happened to the Christmas special? We all grew up with Christmas specials. And before we start, I want to go down the line. I'm going to make, because I'm playing with things tonight and having fun, I'm going to make you big. All right, Casey, what's your favorite Christmas special?
Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. Gerard, what's your favorite Christmas special?
One of the claymation ones from the 70s. So probably Santa Comes to Town.
Ooh, with the Heat Miser.
That's a good one.
Yes.
No, it's not. No, The Year Without Santa Claus. That's the Heat Miser.
Yeah. Year Without Santa Claus is it. Santa Claus is Coming to Town. This one, no. Brian?
I'm obviously going Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown. We got 2 for Charlie Brown.
Charlie Brown.
Yes.
And Charlie Brown. All right, it's not a contest.
Right. Put in your face, Gerard.
But
So Paul, I need you to bring me home, man. Bring me home. I need
right now.
I
Off by the
I watch one of the claymation movies every year, and that's Rudolph. That's it.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
But there's so many though that, like you said, that we're just out there that people completely forget about.
So the funny thing about the claymation ones is they're really short. and you could actually string them all together to make one Christmas special. So we're going to take all the Christmas specials as one, all the claymations as one Christmas special. So
Rudolph and Frosty are actually quite long. They're like
about 40 minutes, 45 minutes.
45 minutes. The commercial is about an hour.
Whoa. Who's dealing with commercials here, people? Get those out of here. It's 2020, folks. We're done with commercials.
Whoa. No. Wait. What do you speak of there, Ringo? The whole point of the Christmas special is to watch it on TV.
No.
And here is why
with the commercials are included.
That's why the Christmas special is dead, because there are too many channels, too much streaming, too many people have cut the cord, and too many people are able to watch whatever they specifically want to watch. Like the elf heads can go crazy on Elf. Us diehard folk are going to be watching that. There is no more gathering around the TV to have that one joint communion moment. It's dead.
Here's the other thing, right? It was wonderful watching those shows with commercials because you would get a commercial for a Toys R Us. Is there a Toys R Us anymore? Can you bring your kid to a toy store anymore? Like,
I want to get to that.
That was the biggest thing ever.
I'm glad you brought up Toys R Us. I do want to talk about that because I want to talk about the Toys R Us catalog in a little bit.
Oh,
the
Sears catalog too. That was big.
Sears was a big one, yeah. Sears was huge. But Sears was not just toys for kids, but like everybody in the family.
Yeah, everybody circled with a Sharpie.
Exactly.
In that catalog.
I don't know if this is a Jersey thing, but the Penny's catalog, they had a toy section that was ridiculous.
Yeah, we had one of those too. Good old Connecticut.
Bradley's had a really good toy section. That was a Jersey thing. But Chris Sale says, and I appreciate him for this, this is why you are named Mr. Christmas Spirit Unseen Snobs this year. Robbers are trying to rob a place that is mostly empty and unguarded due to the holidays. Single man gives resistance and thwarts efforts at every turn. Same plot as Home Alone. And Home Alone is a Christmas movie, so Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Yet like he says, they're even walking in glass barefoot. Both of them. Boom. Chris.
Yeah.
You are.
I never denied Die Hard. I denied
no. I'm sure there are people going to watch and listen that will deny it.
But no, Chris, you are on money tonight, dude. I totally
absolutely. I love that Kevin McAllister and John. Oh wow, I just forget his name.
John McClane.
Thank you, McClane. But just got joined together there. That was pretty special.
So, good job, Chris. So you mentioned John, but John is also the name of
Jigsaw,
who is supposedly the same person.
Yeah.
In other universe.
I feel like that's like one of draw. It's like also like conspiracy theory YouTube shows we can start rolling with here. So
Gerard, where's your tin hat, bro? Let's do this.
not today. So my next project, I realized that I do not know how to choreograph a sword fight, and I need to figure that out. That is a completely different topic. Back to Christmas.
Welcome to Christmas. I want to see every minute of that, though. I will tell you this much right now.
I want to see the before work, though.
Oh, Jesus. Let's go with the catalogs, because this year we got a Target catalog and we got a Amazon catalog, and we did it to the kids, and we're like, all right, circle the stuff you want Santa to bring.
Catalog or like coupon book?
No, it was a catalog. It's actually a catalog.
Really?
Yeah. I would if I had it, I would grab it. I'd try and show it. It's like maybe like a 30-page booklet, like old school like toy book, That's all it is. So.
You got the flimsy brochure, dude. I got a book this thick.
What?
All right.
Wow. It was legit. It was
I get like the newspaper clippings.
No, dude. It's not like
the bifold. The bifold. That's all I get.
No, you gotta go on Amazon and you gotta sign up for it.
Oh, the Amazon book was like a book. I'm talking about the Target. The Target was like a 30-page giant catalog.
Oh, I was talking about the Amazon.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. No, you're right. Amazon was legit.
Although Target was pretty good. Like, yeah, it is 30 pages, but it wasn't bad. Like, I mean, it wasn't bad to flip through, and they had a bunch of stuff. But yeah, Amazon was where it's at. They had everything.
The only thing I didn't like about the Target catalog book was back in the day, I remember specifically, like, the Penny's catalog book literally had the entire page for one toy, but it had such a layout to show you what the toy is about that it sparked your interest. Like I remember the McDonald's toy play set. They had like 15 kids showing what you could do with all the different like things about this, and it just drew my interest as a kid. I don't know why that stands out, but that specific one.
Yeah, they did have those cool, like the kids playing with everything.
Yeah.
The Ghostbusters house, like the kids
it helps.
in the house and all this stuff. So like
and you can get dimensions for it also to see that kid's about as tall as this kid.
Yes.
Yeah, and everybody probably had a figure. So like if you had a figure and you saw the figure standing next to the thing, you're right. Like you're like, okay, so it's that big. That's awesome. That's a good point. And you don't do that. They don't do that as much anymore. So the catalogs back in the day, I think, were huge. I think that's what was our like lifeline in Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I liked when Brian said the Sears catalog. That was huge.
Yeah,
it was a joke on TV shows. I remember Cheers when Cliff would come in and be like, "What's wrong with your back?" And it's just like, "Yeah, the Sears catalog just came out." I mean, it was one of those things, and it was that Sears catalog though. Like we're talking about like this big. Sears catalog was like
but they literally
came out 4 times a year. They came out 4 times a year, not just at Christmas.
No, Christmas was a big one though.
No, Christmas had, but like what I hated about it was you had to like literally rummage through over 200 pages to find the kids' toy section because they had the father section, they had the cheap women's lingerie section, the women's.
That was my favorite. That was my favorite question.
Let me tell you what. Yeah, that catalog took on a new meaning at 13. Just saying. Just saying.
I had a
whole lot of polo.
Jesus Christ. Is your birthday? Sorry, I used the Lord's name in vain, and I'm like, I really have to say something nice now. Happy birthday.
Oh my God.
Absolutely, Chris.
Yes.
God, the G.I. Joe aircraft carrier. Oh, my brother.
Okay, you go.
Sorry. You know what? No, you go ahead. I'm gonna set something up real quick.
Okay, so going back to what Casey was saying about the kid dimension in the catalog book, G.I. Joe aircraft carrier was a perfect example. This thing was so monstrous that you literally put it next to a kid and you were just in awe of how big this thing was. And it's true. I mean, for a toy, this thing had to be the size of a desk. This toy is humongous to put a relation out there.
Yeah, the only people I ever knew afforded those big ones, like Voltron, when you actually put Voltron together with the big cats that were this big and then stuck them together. Those are all the rich kids. I would have to go to somebody's house and be like, wow, look at this, because they'd have to have a whole room just for all this stuff because it's so giant.
So one thing I remember from Christmas is my father would always get pissed when somebody would buy like the G.I. Joe thing or something like that, because he's like, I gotta sit here and put all these goddamn decals on.
Yeah,
he was so pissed because I was little and I'm like, it's not straight. Like I would criticize him like crazy.
Same thing. And then it was like, well, you do it, and all of them are like this, crisscross, or 5 in one area, and it's like, I don't know.
So when we were kids, my brother got the aircraft carrier. And a lot of people nowadays don't realize how massive this thing was. And he has it still to this day. And he put it together in his garage just to see what it was, and he wanted to try and give it away. He tried to give it to me.
George or AJ?
So he can no longer park his car in his garage.
Exactly. He's riding back to the police station.
He wanted to give it away. He kept asking me for the kids, and I'm like, no, I don't have room for it. I have nowhere to put this. Like I can't give it to him. And so he did this with it. He mounted it up in his garage.
My gosh.
Look how massive this thing is.
So huge.
Oh my God, dude.
People forget just how tall and how much that sticks off the wall too, because it is gigantic.
That's not flat against the wall. That's
no, it's not, dude. Yeah.
No. Yeah. Oh yeah, that sticks right out. And when he showed that to me, when he mounted it, I was like, perfect. First of all, it's like you've always had that, so it's good that you found a place for it. But man, that thing is so massive. I was like, I had a couple of vehicles, but I did not. I didn't. He never let me vote.
No, like I mean, vehicle wise, that was I think growing up childhood had to be the epitome number one for just how monstrous the thing was. I mean, you had like Turtles, you had a Technodrome, and you had a couple other GI Joe vehicles, but nothing comparison to that.
Yeah.
So vehicle wise, I'll say that, but I had something that was bigger. It was the Ewok Village.
That was huge, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
It had trap doors. It had everything. It's still in my parents' attic. I could probably get a few bucks off of it.
Yeah. Hey, we'll talk later.
Yeah. While you're two guys talking, I'm gonna look up eBay real fast. What it's going for?
Unfortunately,
here.
I've got to run. Everyone, I love you all very much. Merry Christmas to everybody. Be kind, be safe, be well. Happy New Year. Be well.
Take care, pal. All right. So, all right. Oh, Brian, you get upgraded to Ringo. You're Ringo now. I'm
not doing the accent though. I'm not doing it.
No, that's only Casey. All right. So we're kind of
$200
at the end of the show, and I wanted to. I really like this one. This topic you brought up, Len, and Scrooge and A Christmas Carol. Like we've talked about our favorite movies, we talked about a ton of stuff, but I think like A Christmas Carol is such a valued story in Christmas time that everybody has done a version of it in some way, shape, or form. Let's talk about some of our favorite versions of it. Okay. And I want to hear from each of you. I want to know what you guys think. Like you go back, it could be TV show specials, it can be movies, books, whatever you want. But like, why do you think that it stands the test of time as a story for Christmas? And B, what's one of your favorite versions of it?
Okay. Anybody want to take the lead? All right. I'll jump in first then. My feelings are Christmas, yes, Bill Murray, Scrooge, absolutely.
Great one.
But my favorite version is I think it's either 1951 or 1953's version of A Christmas Carol. Alistair
Sim.
Yeah, Alistair Sim as Scrooge. He puts on such a performance. Now I look at the acting for it. You know, it really shows the epitome of Scrooge, of which I always enjoy, is a story of redemption. And that's what it is for Christmas, is somebody, you know, in your lives, you're looking how bad, you know, you might be as a person, but you look at the things that you have done and the changes that you can make, eventually accepting who you are as a person and wanting to change. And I feel that you need that, especially during the holidays, you know, to try to make change so that you have the new year and you can be a new person and a better person. That's how I take A Christmas Carol and for Scrooge.
I like it. What about you guys?
So I'm going to go with the animated version from Disney with Mickey's Carol.
Very good.
It's a good one.
Because I don't know why, but the version of Scrooge McDuck just stands out so vividly in my head for what the character of Scrooge actually was.
Yeah. That's one of my favorite Christmas specials, my top 10. So
I'm surprised we didn't mention that at all, too. That's such
we had so much going on tonight, Mike, that there's so many specials that I wanted to mention that, you know, people don't even know about anymore, probably forgot that I would want to bring up. So
smart.
I was gonna use the Donald Duck with his three nephews. That's exactly what I was gonna say, because that was like one of the things when I was growing up. But I think the reason why it's a great story is, you know, to what George said, it's the end of the year. People reflect. So it's a great story of what was your past, where are you now, and what do you want to do next year. So that's why I think it's a great kind of a story for that. And it also helps you, you know, you're getting around your family, you're being very friendly with your family, you're getting all there. So that's why I think it's a great story, and people remake it over and over again.
I never thought about it that way. I really like your take on it.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm taking the view of the year. That's a really nice. I like that, Brian. That gives it like a whole new dimension for me.
Good job.
Hey,
Brian.
get me on more movie shows. Come on. I don't do just sports. Come on, let's go.
But I do want to welcome on Mr. Jack Button.
Yes.
What's
Scotty.
going on? Thanks for joining.
Pull it back.
For you, buddy.
Yes. Yes.
Thanks for joining me, man. We were having one fun Christmas party after another, getting all the guests on. So this has been a pretty good Christmas special, I would say, because we've been bringing on some of the favorites. My favorites, I know. But Scott, we're talking about A Christmas Carol. Why has it stood the test of time on Christmas, and what's your favorite version?
Definitely Scrooge. Gotta love Scrooge. Love Bill Murray. Yeah. Slightly modern. You know, the Old English one always has a place in your heart. I think it's so popular because everyone has done shitty things in their life that you feel bad about, and you wish you could make better. And Scrooge actually does that, and then turns into a less shitty person, and everyone wants to be that better person. You know, that they want to be and could be, and that one day Christmas makes us all better people, and hopefully we take that and run with it for the whole year. You know,
it's a great point too.
To build on that, there's nothing better than Cyndi Lauper hitting you in the head.
Yeah,
right. with a frying pan or no toaster. It's a toaster.
Yeah, that's not Cyndi Lauper. Respect Carol Kane, one of the best comedians of all time.
My apologies.
My wife loves her in that. Every year we have to watch out for that one scene, if for nothing else.
She destroys, like punches him. She kicks him in the nads. I mean, like, it's just bad.
Yeah. She actually tore his lip. There's a part where she grabs Bill Murray's lip, and she, in the filming it, messed his lip up and tore it. And I was like,
Jesus.
Oh,
the movie is just so perfect in so many levels, especially Robert Goulet's Cajun style Christmas.
Yes, which actually would be on right now as we speak, followed by 9:30 with Father Loves Beaver.
Wait, is that Christmas Eve or Christmas Eve?
No, it's Christmas Eve on IBC. You'll love it.
Well, today's not Christmas Eve.
Yeah, so it's on tomorrow.
All right. So you still have time to tape it. Pop in the VCR.
It would be on right now at this time tomorrow night, 8 o'clock.
Tomorrow at 8. I will remember. I'm going to watch it.
Don't miss it. Your life might depend on it.
I love Scrooge, but bringing up Mickey's Christmas Carol was such a big one growing up. Like, that was the one that introduced me to the story, I think, especially.
By the way,
was it Mickey or was it Donald with his 3 nephews? That's what I remember.
Right.
There's one of those that's on Disney Plus right now.
That's another one.
It's on Disney Plus. Yes. It's there you go. Very nice. No, the one with Donald, he has Donald and Pluto where they're trying to get Chip and Dale out of the tree. And they're having like the war and the battle because
I remember that one. Yeah.
There's that one. Mickey's Christmas Carol. Donald is the Ebenezer Scrooge's nephew in that one, or that version of.
And Mickey is Bob Cratchit.
Yeah.
I remember like a DuckTales one where it was
they keep repeating the same day,
3
right?
nephews.
Well, DuckTales, the only one that they did with DuckTales was the newer version of DuckTales they had last Christmas, but I think that one's more of Scrooge looking back. I think Scrooge are the nephews.
I've seen one that has Donald
Huey, Dewey, and Louie. It does have Huey, Louie, and Dewey as the Mickey Christmas one.
Okay.
And those
I think it's
are
a 3-pack. It's part of like
Donald.
this shorter vision. Yeah.
Yeah, what happens is it's a Groundhog Day situation with Huey, Dewey, and Louie reliving Christmas until they learn about how selfish they realize how selfish they were being, and they
build a nice sled that almost kills him when he goes down the hill.
It's amazing how even 10 or 15 years ago, none of us would be talking about this for Christmas, but as parents, this is the stuff.
That one's called Once Upon a Time or Once Upon a Christmas, and then Once Upon a Christmas 2 or something like that. So that's the Mickey version. So look for that.
It's on. It's definitely on Disney Plus because we've watched it 4 times just this year.
Thank you, Scott.
Man, yeah, the kids keep you going with that. I've been trying to avoid Disney Plus as much as possible because
and Mike, you say we wouldn't talk about this 15 years ago because we didn't have kids. No, 15 years ago we were trying to be cool and get women to have kids with us, so we wouldn't have been talking about this.
15 years not
but deep inside,
the goal was not to have kids with the woman, but there was a goal in mind.
No. But subconsciously, when you're, maybe under the influence at the Edison Diner at like 3 a.m, and we start talking about Mickey's Christmas Carol, that's where the inside, emissions come out. So
after you got her, a couple of drinks, and then you're like, look, I'm father material. I like Mickey Mouse. Come on.
See, listen,
we had to get the weird chicks. That way that you can have more interesting conversations.
Listen, Mr. Cool, when I hung out with you, that's what the whole goal was. When I hung out with some of these other
you speak your truth. That's okay. So,
it was us literally having these conversations just sitting at a table. And while the girls were there, generally for Scott, while the girls were there, we still had these geek conversations in front of them.
You would never have this conversation at Such's, Mike. I know that.
Because I would have been stabbed 13 minutes into being there. That place was a nightmare.
Me and Chris were there. You want to get stabbed.
Okay, 14 minutes. I would have lasted 14 minutes. You're right. Somebody would have wanted to stab the tall guy. That's just how it works every time. But I always had my Christmas Carol moment, and then I realized I need to be home right now. Safe and sound. Well, I want to ask. Since we're kind of finishing up, I want to ask how everybody's doing, what you guys are doing for Christmas, and just I miss you guys. I love talking to you guys. I'm so glad everybody's on the show tonight.
Yeah.
So Scott, let's start with you, man, because I miss you, buddy.
Man, I miss you too. I'm sorry we've been out of touch recently. It's crazy with kids. I'm sure you know the shuffle as well as we all do now.
Oh, I get it, man.
I mean, I have to watch Frozen at least 6 times a week, so there's not much time for anything else.
Don't stop.
I am right now watching the Captain Underpants show over and over again.
Oh, don't get me started on that.
See, we cross. I got 3 kids, so we cross over 3 genres. We got annoying Mother Goose tales for the littlest one. The middle ones are repeatedly watching Frozen 1 and 2, and then the older ones on Captain Underpants. So I can get traumatized all night long with all 3 different levels of entertainment.
Oh, yeah.
It is what it is. I mean, it's good. Look, I'm like anyone else this year. I'm just happy to have made it with most of the family intact and be healthy and still be employed. We've been careful. It's really weird because it's turned into that thing where you really picked the people you bubbled with, and felt like you could trust. Or at least I did. Maybe not everybody took it that way. And we've tried to be real careful about things, what we do in public and everything within reason. I mean, you can only control so much. The kids got to at least go outside, breathe fresh air, and play a little bit. We can't lock them in the hermetically sealed box or anything. So I think for Christmas we're going out to my wife's sisters, and we're gonna get together with them, their couple kids, our kids, and her dad and her 3 sisters and her dad, who just, knock on wood, made it through like an emergency triple bypass. So I'm thankful he's alive and kicking.
That's awesome to hear, man. That's going to be a fun one. And wish everybody a Merry Christmas for me. I miss seeing everybody. 4 of you, 3 of you are up in Jersey. Gerard, I have down here. So, and right now, my wife and I are in a bitter battle of like who gets Gerard in a divorce.
There is no divorce. It's not allowed.
Alternate days, something.
Listen,
that's how you become Santa Claus. I mean, if Tim Allen has taught me anything, if you don't get divorced, you can't alternate days, and then you won't knock Santa Claus off the roof and end up being Santa Claus yourself. So,
true.
Please, come on, make it happen.
Well, I get Gerard in divorce, just in case there ever is one. There never will be, but if it happens, I'm going to make sure I get Gerard.
He could be lead elf.
So, but she will bitterly fight. It'll just be weird in court. Like, no. We can figure out the kids. We'll both take care of them. But Gerard has to come with. So, I want to say I'm very happy to be here with you guys tonight. Casey, Alex, everybody joining in. Chris has thrown out some great stuff. Jeff, man, it's just been such a crazy year. And this is our last show of the year. That's why I'm going this way. So we're taking, Scene Snob's taking a hiatus until after the new year. But yeah, it's been such a wild ride, and I appreciate every one of you, everybody watching, everybody here right now. You guys have been fantastic. I'm still going to I'm going to break Scott down, and we're going to do a dad show. I'm telling you.
Well, you have the wife show, so you might as well go with the dad show now.
He was my first co-host, man. So now we gotta do something.
No, buddy, there's tons of good dad stuff to review.
100%. So I won't want everybody to go around. We'll go around the room and we'll do the Merry Christmases and stuff. But I just want everybody to know that. I want everybody to know I appreciate you all. Thank you all so much for your friendships. For the people you're watching and you've been there, you are part of the Scene Snobs family. Thank you all for watching and everything. It's just been a wild year. I know it's been a tough year on all of us, but I am very appreciative of everything all the support we've been getting here. So Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to all of you. And how about you guys? What do you guys got with the year coming to an end? How you guys feeling?
Bob Cratchit's got to go first.
Well, yeah, I guess. You're the co-host. I kind of railroaded you. I'm sorry.
No, not at all. Don't worry about it. No, well, for one, we are just doing the three of us, my son, my wife, myself, on Christmas morning. I just subconsciously always kind of wanted that, just the three of us to enjoy. But it's weird that it's going to happen and not seeing my side of the family, or we're seeing my brother or sister-in-law. It's weird. But again, I keep saying it's weird, but until I experience it and go through the motions, we'll see what happens. But we're going to make the most of it. You're going to enjoy it. We're going to have some food during the course of the day. Either we're doing Chinese food for dinner, or we're going to get a couple things from the Honey Baked Ham store tomorrow. I don't know. We're going to find out. But kind of sentiments, if we're getting all mushy, I just want to say thank you to everybody out there for the support, for behind the box and being on the Scene Snobs. Thank you, Mike. And it's been great since it had to be, I think, March or April I started, and listening to my 5-minute Friday 13th rant on my first episode and rambling like a banshee, and here I am again rambling, but at least I'm a little more together now. But it's been great. So I just want to say thank you guys, and thank you for the love and support, and especially the audience too.
Oh man, it's amazing. Scott, I can't see because it's small. Is that Gavin?
Yeah, that's Gavin.
Oh my God.
He's huge.
Big pal. Hey, buddy.
Nice.
There you go. He's got his Christmas PJs on already.
Oh, that's awesome. I love it. And all your kids, man, I wish all of your kids the best of Christmas. Again, this is such a tough, I wish them best Christmas every year, but this is such a tough year. I hope they just enjoy the hell out of it. Santa brings them everything they want and more. So.
Yeah, me too.
Hell, I'm sorry. I should say it again. I'm an idiot.
No, it's all good. It's all good. Trust me, they're familiar with many phrases of colorful nature in my house because of me.
That's fair. So are my kids. That's why I'm always like, yeah, okay. So, Gerard, the other host on the show.
Yes, New Year. Join us.
Give us your wonderful Christmas send-off.
So 2020 has been a very interesting year for a lot of people, and more so, not more so for me, but also interesting for me. This year, I don't want to look at the negatives that have happened. I want to look at the positives, and that is that I got to spend an entire year with my family, getting to know them, kind of getting closer to them, and just being able to keep them safe and close to me. Family means more to me than anything else, and I love my wife. My kids are amazing, and it's just been a really good year for us, despite everything that has happened outside of this house. So it's been a blessing and a half for everyone who's watched the scene sobs, the behind the scenes, the paint, the pictures, the Guapo show. I'm still looking for the behind the sports scenes. Because there's an MMA show that I still want to talk about. But I really had fun this year, and you guys have really kind of reinvigorated my creative juices. So I love you guys for allowing me to kind of come on and just kind of weird out a little with you guys. So I appreciate you all. And for everyone who's watching, thank you for allowing me into your home also. And Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, all the rest of them that I missed.
It's a lot.
Happy Valentine's Day.
But
Merry Festivus for the rest of us.
We're not airing any grievances right now, which is funny for 2020. But happy Festivus, everybody! It's a Festivus for the rest of us. I did not think about that one. And Brian, please, man, host of the sport, one of the hosts of the Sports Snobs. Very valued. We appreciate you coming on and doing the show. You guys have been awesome, and we've been having a great time with it.
Dude, I mean, first of all, I want to thank you for allowing me and Pat to start doing the show, because we talked about it for a long time and just never had the opportunity. And then, COVID hit, and we all sat in our basements or our living rooms and did whatever. And you were gracious enough to have us join, and I got to meet some great people. Most of them on the screen now, because I join a lot of your chats and I'll sit there and talk. So it's been wonderful that even though I have to live in my basement, I got to meet some great people, do some great things, and learn and grow in this whole podcast thing. And I appreciate the opportunity, and I appreciate everybody here and everybody that listens. And the one thing I'm grateful for is my whole family is safe, healthy. It's going to be an awkward Christmas because it's only going to be my parents and her mother and not the bigger family. But we'll get through it. We'll do it all and just go from there. But I hope everybody here and listening has a wonderful holiday. Whatever you celebrate, like Kwanzaa, I celebrate Kwanzaa.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I hope everybody has a wonderful holiday. Their kids, their family, everything, and they get through this. And hopefully by March, we'll all be through this and can maybe have a live podcast in a group setting.
Oh, whoa! Don't go too far. Calm down.
You wouldn't want me there. I know that.
All the shows unite for one night only.
Oh my God. I can't even imagine what I'd have to put together for that one.
Again.
I would need Scott. Scott would have to be the one to put it together for me. All those microphones, all the lights I'd need. Come on, man. I'm just going to hire him.
I got you, buddy. I got the hookup.
Power Rangers Red 25 episode.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm super excited. I'm so glad that all the shows, the way they're turning into. Chris says, and Chris, Chris, Mike Courtney, everybody who's been watching tonight, and everybody who continues to watch and support.
Oh, Murder, She Wrote.
Yes. Kung Fu Theater and Murder, She Wrote. There's nothing wrong with that. And I said, you guys are awesome. Help keep me sane at work. Happy holidays to you and all of yours. You as well, my friend.
Chris, you too. I mean, thank you for the support. Even when I wasn't a regular on the show, I was just commenting like you. You always had support too. So just keep it up. Thank you.
Gerard does not have a show. Gerard does put out videos that are a lot of fun, and I will put in the descriptions his channel so you can subscribe.
Hey, Gerard, you were talking MMA show. I'm down. I'm a UFC fan.
Maybe a Patreon UFC show for the Sports Snobs?
Nice.
We'll talk about it.
I am interested. I saw some good knockouts this year.
Oh, my boy from Jersey with that spinning back kick. Come on, dude.
Jesus. It's your birthday. That's what I'm going to keep saying after every time I blaspheme. But yes, but Gerard's on the show now on BTB. So whenever he decides he wants to pop on, he's the host.
Which is every week. But
I send him the link every week, and if he graces us, which I do mean that he graces us, then we are lucky to have him. But this is our last live show of the year. It's so crazy. We're gonna have a Sports Snobs next week.
Nice.
We're gonna have a Guapo show next week. We're gonna have a Guapo show tomorrow. And that is it. I'm on break.
Nah.
I only got to produce. I don't have to be on screen anymore, and I'm okay.
Who does Guapo have?
Tomorrow is Salim Larbi, who just came off his knockout win, and Darren Levia.
Oh, nice.
So 2 boxers, and Paul Banky's on. So world champ.
That's always fun.
So we are excited. We'll have the show tomorrow. And then everybody should enjoy the break, but we will be interacting on social media, so please join in anytime. That's great. I love Gerard. Gotta go stuff for sure. Gerard, man, you got fans. You got fans, buddy.
Dude.
I know none of those people. I know no sports. I'm terrible. Sports ball. I know it exists, but
Scott, we will find you a show that will fit your
horrible.
We'll get you in there. So
you listed all those people, and I was like, those are names of.
My first thought was to go and get you, and I wanted to do a theater show so badly.
There you go. I'll keep up with. I can keep up with that and artists, maybe. I don't know some.
Because I miss talking about the theater, and I'm sitting there and I'm talking to my wife for the 900th time. I'm watching Hamilton, and I'm like, man, the set design on this and blah, and like I just know by having worked on it. I'm no pro or anything. And I'm just like telling her about this, and she's like, I love it, but I don't care. She's like, you're just talking, and it's because I'm talking. If she would listen, if a true professional.
That's incredibly interesting, but I didn't ask. Exactly. I'm gonna sit back here.
So that's why she'll probably win Gerard in the end. She'll have a better lawyer.
Plus, she's making cookies, man. Kimball's cookies will win you over every time.
Thank you guys, man, for supporting Kimball's cookies. It's been so amazing. And she's officially done. She delivered her last batch for Christmas. So now I get my wife back after 3 months of holidays. It's been a crazy time, but Kimball's cookies. If everybody will indulge me for a second, Kimball's cookies are carefully designed and hand decorated for every occasion. Make the holidays and those events like birthdays, weddings, anniversaries, and more even more special with Kimball's cookies. Now accepting orders for Christmas. Not so. That's over. But go visit Kimball's Cookies on Facebook. Chris got one of the last batches. You were the second to last batch, sir. And thank you so much for your support. It is very much appreciated. They are truly a sponsor of this show and this channel. And my wife is just killing it. She's doing a great job, and she does everything, designs everything herself. And she's been doing it just over a year now. She started last December 3rd. So good for her.
Hustle's real, man. Keeping that going.
Yeah, she's so good, man. Like, she does the day job, and then at night she's just doing cookies. It's crazy.
That's great. Good for her.
But I want to say again, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much. Merry Christmas to everybody. Happy New Year. Happy Kwanzaa. Happy Hanukkah, which is already passed, but happy holidays in general. We will see you after the new year, but please interact with us. We will still be on the social media at the Scene Snob, at the Sports Snobs, everything. You can find us everywhere. But until then, thanks very much, and we truly appreciate you. Take care.
Thanks, guys. Be safe.
Merry New Year!
Happy New Year! That's our holiday.